Good afternoon everyone. Welcome to Banao Bharat's Trading for Living. Tuesday, 20th of June. Time is now around 3:15. 15 minutes for the close. Today's price action is giving back some amount of hope for looking forward for all-time high within this week. This is the chart of Nifty. Opens at around 18,820, immediately comes down to 18,712, makes a low at 18,712. After having made a low of 18,712, since then it has been very steadily and continuously, very slowly, with decent volumes, has been going up. So Nifty has been on the upward trajectory since 10:45 in the morning. Morning 10:45 around, it makes a low of 18,712. From there on, it has traveled back up to 18,880 now. Currently trading at 870, but day high stands at 18,880. We all know, how yesterday it was a disappointing day of Nifty's performance. Makes a lower high at 18,923 and closes at around 18,840. Today, in continuation with yesterday's fall, it goes down further and somewhere around 18,700 takes the support, and the way it has been now trading towards the end, at least with substantial volume and a very steady price action pullback from the lows of 18,700 up to the pullback of 18,880, almost you would say 160 points or 170 points. This pullback is a really good pullback, and it once again gives a hope, maybe Nifty will look forward for breaking last week high of 18,955 and also December's high of 18,998. If so, then it might happen within this week itself. Let us see how it pans out. Very similar price action even in Bank Nifty. Well, we all know, Bank Nifty also had a disappointing day yesterday. Opens at around 44,124, goes all the way to 43,600 before closing at 43,800. Today, in continuation with yesterday's fall, opens lower, goes much further down, makes a new support level at 43,450. From there on, fantastic pullback up to 43,900. Almost 450 points of pullback, and especially towards the end, the pullback is fantastic. Though it has not been able to cross yesterday's high yet, but this pullback itself is a very big indication that the support is taken at 43,450 for Bank Nifty. If you all remember, on the weekly Bank Nifty expiry, yesterday we had discussed the level of 43,526, right? So 43,526 was the buying level that we had discussed. It exactly comes to 43,526, goes down a little bit, about 75 points, but from there on it is making a very good pullback. So for this week, Bank Nifty is expected to stay above 43,500. For anyone who are playing positional, can still continue to take some short positions in 43,500 puts. You take short positions in 43,500 put, and you can expect some good movement from there on, so that there is already now currently it is trading at 43,900, which means you have a 400 points built-in stop loss, and whatever is the premium that you collect at 43,500 strike for next 2 days most likely will be in your pockets, and with a very high probability of more than 90%, because it has taken a support exactly at our level of 43,526, and there is all the reason to believe when such support is taken, and immediately when we see a good pullback and closes very well on that particular day, it is all the more reason to believe markets are now headed once again on the higher side. Today being the Fin Nifty expiry day, there is not much intraday trade here in Fin Nifty expiry. Opens at around 19,450, goes down to 19,346, and also it makes a very good pullback, but this pullback couldn't have been played anyway because it is also in the very kind of stuck range. It has to cross at least yesterday's high 19,554 or last week's high 19,574. I think yeah, last week's high was 19,574. These are the highs that it needs to first take out. Today being expiry, there was nowhere tradable level for us. Of course, there was no tradable levels even in Nifty and Bank Nifty for us. But being expiry day, probably if we had gone short at 19,350 put option or 19,400 put option, probably we would have made some money, but it is only on the hindsight. But for us, there is no buying or selling level while we were witnessing the market during the day. So on the whole, there is not much intraday trading today in Nifty or Bank Nifty or Fin Nifty, but still I would say today's price action is noteworthy for the simple reason that looks like what it had given us the scare of going down and creating a reversal patterns. It is not doing so. It has gone up to 18,700 from the highs of 18,955 up to 18,700, almost 240 points of downfall and very good pullback. What is key to note here is we are in the uptrend, very clear uptrend, and no sell levels have been formed, but this pullback is giving lot of hope, once again we will be witnessing Friday's high probably within this week most likely. So I am hoping this price action is a positive momentum, and this momentum might get carried forward early in the morning tomorrow. We might see if all other factors remain same. Based on this closing price action, I can expect one more gap up tomorrow, and then probably Nifty, Bank Nifty and some of the primary stocks can witness some good up move tomorrow as well. So for now, there is no reason for complaints and no reasons for worry. Nifty, Bank Nifty and Fin Nifty, all three have taken a support and have started with a good pullback. That is the take home for today's session. If you are liking the content on Banao Bharat channel, do subscribe to the channel, share the channel with other fellow traders, come back in large numbers, and put in your queries on any of your stocks or indexes which are traded in F&O, because we track only the F&O for this live sessions. And if we have any levels for them, we can definitely help you with those levels. And if you want to learn or become a independent trader, then we do have trading for living boot camps as well as the coaching or mentoring programs. Call up on the numbers that is being displayed so that you will get more details from our side. Let us see how tomorrow pans out. Let us once again meet tomorrow morning. Until then, have a good day. Om Swasti.